Hi, this is Tim of the 1916 Company. Welcome and thanks for logging on. If you love this watch, email us tmosso@the1916company.com for purchase and pricing details. That's tmosso@the1916company.com for pricing. Today, we discuss one of the most luxurious dive watches ever made, launched in 2009 by Breguet. This is the Marine Royale 5847 reference in white gold. It's big, 45 millimeters in diameter by 17.5 millimeters thick from lug tip to lug tip, 56.6 millimeters with a 23 millimeter spacing between the lugs. If you're looking for wrist presence, but you don't want something that perhaps takes a broad pander to contemporary style, something like a Hublot Big Bang or Royal Oak Offshore, the more idiosyncratic and individual Breguet might be the design language you're looking for. A watch that is too big for me, to be sure. It probably needs a 17 or 18 centimeter circumference wrist for you to get the most of the aesthetic. So my wrist is 16 centimeters circumference, and you can see down the barrel that the lugs are out to the edge of my wrist, and that's even more evident from above. It is thick, and it probably won't fit underneath the cuff, but the bezel is more domed than you think, so it's worth trying with a jacket sleeve. The strap is incredibly substantial and luxurious, and you can see that it has a sort of pyramid molded pattern, and it's designed to conform to the case, so not just the curvature of the case, but also the slope of the lugs. It's held in place using screws and bars, which is an incredibly expensive and intricate, but also very secure arrangement for a large, heavy watch, giving you more protection against accidental strap removal or displacement than you would find with spring bars. And you could see that the buckle likewise is held onto the strap using screws, so very secure. It is white gold, so the mass in the hand is incredible. The underside of the strap you can see features the Breguet Marine Wave motif, as well as blue Breguet, royal blue Breguet lettering. That's the idea, Royale right here. The Marine Royale features strap minders made of solid gold, and again you can see that wave motif, a level of luxury gold strap minders that you'll find few other places. Once again, with the buckle, we have that wave motif in the profile of the buckle itself, and then a combination of polish and satin. Pop it open. It features a snapshot friction fit action, and with a full clasp, it helps to guard against accidentally dropping your watch. That's what a full clasp does. It creates a loop. Taking a look at the case, it features Breguet's modern-day standard of coined profiles, and then large angular lugs with a high polish to match the case flank. If you look carefully, you can see that the recesses in between the coined portions are actually satin finished, making for a nice subtle contrast. We have an on-off trigger for the alarm. You can see the little note at 12 o'clock appears when the alarm is active, and then disappears when you disarm it. Again, you've got a little wave motif, the trigger on the flank that arms and disarms the system. Now, if you wish to wind the alarm or wind the watch, you have two different ways of doing that. I should mention, you see there's a little alarm power reserve right there telling you how much energy you have left. This automatic winding system is able to wind both the time-telling functions of the watch as well as the alarm, because it is a Blancpain base, and this base caliber from Blancpain is capable of winding both time and alarm power reserves. So you've got the alarm power reserve, you've got the on-off indicator, you've got a date, and we'll demonstrate. You have the ability to activate hacking or stop seconds through the crown up at 2 o'clock. There is a quick set function for the date in the intermediate position on that crown. And then you have the crown down at 4 o'clock, which allows you to set the alarm time. And it can be set quite precisely. Both these crowns are screw down. The wave motif device between the crowns is associated with the detent of the bezel. Hard to do with the glove on one hand, but when you activate the bezel, This is a spring-loaded indexing system that indexes the bezel. It's a robust bezel. It does require 2 hands to set. We'll do a lume shot. As you can see, the watch is quite well lumed. To include the alarm set indicator, as well as the power reserve indicator for the alarm. And then you have the large bezel pearl that allows you to line up the bezel pearl with the minute hand, which you can see at 12 o'clock, for easy reading of elapsed time while you are diving. And as a fail-safe, you can have the alarm set to remind you while you're diving that it's time to begin your surfacing routine. All this is 300 meters water resistant actually, so 30 ATM, quite robust, and it is an ISO 6425 standard diver. Lots to love here, and the dial, taking a quick look, it is actually solid gold and cut on a rose lathe, so it's solid gold and blackened. The hands, as well as the applique radially arrayed Roman numerals, they are white gold, so these elements will never tarnish or oxidize with time. We have a sort of vogue or wave pattern outboard, and then the center has a rosette cut, which is quite beautiful. The dial is a disc of solid gold, so keep that in mind. This is a very rich watch. Taking a quick look, by the way, you'll wonder, is this a 60 or 120 click bezel? It is a 60 click bezel, and I'll show you how. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 times 12, 60 click bezel. It is a generously serrated and multiply finished bezel, as you can see, but you do need 2 ungloved hands to set it. It has a very high threshold of resistance. You need a lot of force to overcome the click. On the reverse side, you can see the 5847 features more guilloche, a white gold rotor atop the movement. This is the 519R. Again, Blancpain based, automatic in 2 different ways. You can wind both its strike barrel for the alarm and the barrel that propels the time-telling functions. So it's automatic with a 45-hour power reserve, a 4 Hz beat rate, and a free-sprung balance that is robustly adjusted in 5 positions. That is a high horology and chronometer standard. 5-position adjustment, what you would expect to find on a chronometer. And with a free-sprung balance, it is both shock-resistant and capable of taking a very, very, very precise regulation. You can see 36 pivot jewels, excellent finish with beveling on the edge of the bridges, solarization on the ratchet wheel atop the barrel, as well as solarization on the barrel cover. You can also see some of the wheels of the reduction system have been solarized. All screw heads are black polished. Taking a quick look at the striker for the alarm, you can see it has been snailed across its tops and then beveled on its sides. Deeply impressive. We have a stack of different bridges, which have each in turn been beveled, so you have 2 stacked beveled edges at center, the winding bridge and the bridge below, and then there's engine turning or pegwood perlage on the base plate, which looks fantastic. Even little locating pegs that are used to locate bridges on underlying structures have been polished on their top. So lots to love here. Fully lumed, gold inside and out with a dive bezel and an alarm and a power reserve, 300-meter water resistance, a robust strap, resolutely fixed to the case, and a full clasp. One of the best buys in ultra haute de gamme dive watch making. Reach out to Team Mosso at the 1916 Company for purchase and pricing details.